Alright, so I'm going to do a quick unboxing video of this generator and show you what it comes with. I think I wound up paying $3,600 for it, but that was with the additional 2-year warranty through Amazon. I think it's through a firm, but they cover everything except for theft, which is why I poured the concrete pad. So let me go ahead and start this unboxing video. Let's see if I can't set this up somewhere where I make a mess of things. Yeah, not too bad. I can move closer like this. Perfect. Holy shit, this is huge. Okay, that wasn't too hard. This thing's fucking huge. Alright, so there you go. You got your running watts and then your natural gas, which is what I'm going to be using. It can run propane and it can also run on gasoline. Again, you're restricted to your outlets, so natural gas should be right in that sweet spot of just using that 150 amp. So this is pretty nice. It looks like the regulator is already installed. It has a built-in oil cooler, which is really neat. Very important. I might even put a fan on that later on. Has a oil filter right here. Spark plugs are pretty easy to get to, at least on this side. I haven't checked out the other side. Now this does have a, I believe it's a 900 cc engine. I have to look up. I can look up the specs later, but so this is the V-twin engine. This isn't a single cylinder engine like my other generator was. This is a dual cylinder, so there should be another area to get to my spark plug over here. Yep, there is, right there. So right there's your spark plug, so you can get to it. Oil. Well, that's gonna be kind of a trick to get up underneath there. Hopefully it comes with a funnel. So obviously, let me get my butt in here, zoom this out. Okay, so this does come with a remote start, on off. So here's my 50 amp plug that I'm going to be utilizing right here. Again, if you wanted to run it on gasoline and get that 18,000 watts, you would have to use not only your 50 amp, but you'd have to use your other outlets as well. Because remember, if you do your math, take 120 times, or 240 times 50, okay? And that'll get you your 12,000. Again, in order to get that 18,000, which is your peak, but your running is 14,500, you would have to use all of your outlets, which doesn't make any sense to do that, because then you'd have to be breaking up your power panel anyways. So this is my first look at this. I like these covers. That'll keep them high and dry. It does have a push start along with the remote start, which is nice. Oh wow, didn't even know it came with that. So it has some USB charging capability as well. Now this is the transfer switch. I do not have this. I actually looked into getting in. This is not the transfer switch that most of you are thinking of, like a panel. This would be a small box that has like a single 120 outlet on it. And you can run like your refrigerator or whatever. It will tell the generator when there's power on the system, on the grid, and it'll automatically shut this down. It's a pretty neat system, but I wish they would have included a better panel for it, so that way you can actually run your 50 amp off of it, and then it would just automatically shut down. But anyways, it looks like it comes with a battery. I did hear that it has a disconnect for the battery. It has to be disconnected when not in use. However, they also included, and I'm pretty sure I'll have to look in the owner's manual for this, but there is this charging port right here. Okay, and that is what actually charges or trickle charges the battery, okay, when not in use. So I don't really understand the whole purpose of leaving it disconnected when you're just going to be trickle charging it anyways. But yeah, we'll figure all that out. Your ground, if you need it. These already have an internal grounding. You know, when I kill the main, obviously my house is still going to be grounded through the stack, so you can have a floating neutral in here if you want, but I'm not, I'd have to do some more research and figure out how to get into all of this to change that. But this is your V-twin. Looks like the wheels are going to be underneath this crate that it came on. I think I see them right down there. So, oh god, this is going to be such a pain in the ass. Okay, 10.5 gallon fuel tank. I'm not going to add any fuel to it because I'm going to run on natural gas. Interestingly enough, there seems to be something in there. This is a brand new unit too, so this is your fuel gauge. Again, not for the natural gas or LP. That is just for the onboard tank. And if I'm running this nonstop during a hurricane, it would probably be able to last about 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours before I'd have to refill this. The problem with it is it's very dependent on how much electricity you're using. At my house, I have a bottom unit down here, and then I have my unit up top. Okay, so it's a duplex. So I'm running upstairs, downstairs. I am running my camper. There's a refrigerator and some low voltage appliances in there. But the refrigerator, and then of course I have my garage, which has a deep freezer in there, and it also runs my Intex pool pump, which, as many of you who have a pool know, if you do not run that pump at least once a day, man, that pool turns green and icky real fast. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't fish these wheels out, and I will show you how to put them on.